29. Mar. 65. Dearest Suzie, well, my Bangkok trip is over, but I really enjoyed it. It was a very interesting city. I had your letter here waiting when I came in, and I guess I better answer the first one. I didn't get the one from Mike yet, though. I realize that you must be worried about Minnie, and I know that she must be having trouble, but unless she is critically ill, I believe that it is unfair to take Billy out of school just to satisfy a whim of hers. I can't see how you could possibly be any help to her other than just being there, and if she is sick, then our boys, because they are very young boys, would very soon get on her nerves. I have one other argument against your going, but I won't use it. If she is still having trouble in June, then I guess my only argument would be that I would worry about you and the boys, but I would let you make the trip with my blessing. I hesitate to say no, but because if anything should happen to her before you get to see her, then I would never forgive myself for not telling you to go ahead. But taking everything into consideration, I feel like you can wait a while to go up there. The best thing that I can think of is for her to come down and see you. But of course, I know she won't do that. But anyway, you know how I feel. You know that I'm not mean or cold-hearted, and I only want you happy, and I realize that you are lonely. But for your sake, Billy's sake, it is bad enough that we have to move him around because of me, and for Minnie's sake, I don't think you should go up there right now. I did some shopping while I was in Bangkok. I lifted up a box of stuff today and got it in the mail to you. There is, in the box, some of that silk enough for one dress and one shirt. It is brocade and very expensive, but you won't get it for about 6 weeks because I sent it boat mail. When you do get it, though, I want you to pick a real nice pattern that you like and get a dressmaker, and I mean a professional dressmaker to make you a dress. That stuff is so beautiful that I would hate to see it get messed up. I know that you will love it too. The reason I sent it by slow boat is that airmail is so expensive. It is no bargain if you have to go and pay those rates. In addition to that material, I put those silk pictures in the box also. I got myself 2 shirts made from Thai silk. One of them is in there. The reason I sent it is I wore it and it needs to be dry cleaned and I can't get that done over here. That's about all that's in the box. I did throw in an old tape in case you want to tape it and send it back to me. In case you are wondering how I managed this trip, I borrowed $100, and I had a little bit. I have to pay back the 100 payday, but that's no problem, and this trip was well worth it. The reason I jumped at this chance is because it meant only staying 2 nights in Bangkok, so it was just right for me, and these chances don't come often. And believe it or not, I got everything that I wanted and went everywhere that I wanted to while I was there. I took 5 cartons of Salem cigarettes with me and used them for tips. And I got my own personal taxi for 3 cartons for 3 days. So I went sightseeing a lot and took a bunch of pictures. The hotel where I stayed was just beautiful and would have compared well with any in the U.S. My bill was only $15 for the 2 nights and 3 days. When I left here, I only had your things on my mind to do. Relax, call you, sightsee, and get some souvenirs of Bangkok. I've told you about everything else. Now let me tell you about the souvenirs. I got the cloth for you and 2 shirts for me and 2 ties for me that made of silk. I also got you a purse covered with silk to match your dress. I'll bring that to you as well as the rest of this stuff. I also got you another ring. It is called a Thai princess ring and has 8 different kinds of stones on it. I know you will love it. I also bought you one other gift. I didn't intend to when I left here, but when I saw this set, I just had to buy it. Besides sapphires, the Thailand people are best known for the stuff they make out of bronze. If you see Lois anytime soon, ask her what she thinks of Thai bronze. Anyway, I got over there and looked at a few of those bronze dinnerware sets, and they didn't appeal to me. But then I saw this set. It has 144 knives, forks, and spoons. This stuff actually shines better than silver. The handles are made of teak wood. Naturally, I can't send it home, so you will just have to wait to see it, but I guarantee that you'll love it. Now, all I have to do is catch someone going to Hong Kong to get a set of china that I have already picked out, and we are in business. I was going to surprise you with this stuff, but this will give you a reason to look forward to my coming home. Or do you need one? On those jackets for the boys, just send me their shoulder width, sleeve length, waist and neck size. I think that will be enough measurements. I loved hearing your voice the other day, but I feel awfully lonely after I hung up. I liked hearing the boys too. I think Billy wanted to talk more to me, and I didn't give him a chance. But the connection was so bad. And there's so many other things I wanted to tell you and didn't. But please tell Billy that I didn't mean to worry him or sound so cold, but I'll give him all the time to talk to me that he wants when I get home. I love you all and miss you very much. And honey, please don't be mad at me about the way I feel about you going to see Minnie. I know that you are caught in the middle of wanting to help her and doing what I want. But I think if you think about it a while, I'm pretty close to right. This time. All my love. Bill. Poppy's trip to Bangkok had been on the horizon for a little while now. I imagine him packing his bag, trying to figure out how to unwind during his precious 2 days away from Vietnam. What I didn't expect was how much of his time and money he'd spend thinking about the people he left behind. His letter reads like the inside of a suitcase, full of silks, souvenirs, and plans for the family he'd be coming home to. He writes to Suzie about the gifts he picked out: delicate Thai silk for a dress and shirt, a purse to match, a princess ring inlaid with 8 stones, and a bronze dinnerware set that he can't wait to show off. Which, by the way, has been sitting in my closet and I cannot think of anything to do with. It's big and heavy. The letter's weighed down with details: how he bartered with American cigarettes to hire a personal taxi for 3 days, how he wore one of his new shirts and carefully packed it back up, dirty but precious, to send home for dry cleaning. It's easy to get swept up in his excitement, picturing the packages slowly making their way across the ocean, but there's tension running underneath the surface. His joy at finding the perfect souvenirs is tangled up with worry. Worry for Suzie, worry for Billy, who he feels he cut off too soon during their rare phone call. He tries to strike a balance, firm in his opinions but still craving connection, still wanting to be a good husband and father, even from half a world away. There's also something deeply human in how he justifies the trip to himself. The borrowed money, the quick itinerary, the need to get away. He doesn't write about how the violence must have been gnawing at him, how even a few days outside of Vietnam might help him feel like himself again. But you can feel it pressing around in the edges. The photo I chose for today was likely taken on one of Poppy's trips outside of Vietnam. There is a chance this was taken in Bangkok. It appears to be a temple or a shrine. I'm Alex Lowy, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to this episode of Dearest Suzie and receiving messages from the past that my Poppy wrote exactly 60 years ago. I sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Please consider following the podcast on your preferred platform, and if you're enjoying it, I kindly ask that you take the time to rate the show and leave a review. Also, please follow the project on YouTube, X, and Instagram. All likes, comments, shares, and reviews will help grow the reach of this story. The links for these things should be in the description of this episode. Please feel free to email me at dearestsuziepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you'd like to say. I'd love to chat or to hear about your stories as well. Thank you for listening, and God bless.